Everyone always asks me what is the best way to get a flat stomach, and I always reply through squats and through your mouth. And that's because it's not about spot training and toning the abs. That's not going to, you could do all the ab work you want and strengthen your core, which is a positive thing, but if you want to see the results, you need to do large muscle group work, the glutes, the thighs, the back of the legs, your larger muscles, your chest, your back, to burn the calories, strengthen, lean out. And it depends on how you're eating and what you're eating. So without going into too much of that in this video, you can read my newsletters and my blogs for more information on nutrition and working out to decrease belly fat. I do want to work on helping you strengthen your core, because it's very important, not only for aesthetic reasons, because you want a nice flattened tummy, but also because it's really important in your daily life. So I'm going to do a couple of quick exercises to show you how you can do that. So the first thing you need to do is be very aware of your pelvic floor and your pelvic wall, which is really deep. So you're going to lie on your back and you're going to see, and if you're in my Pilates classes, you do this all the time. You're going to take an inhale and you're going to see a great tilt in your back and in your hips, and you're going to see I can push my hand all the way through. And then I'm going to exhale and I'm going to let all that breath out and scoop out my middle, and now I'm just raising my arms so you can see, pressing my back flat on the floor. And that's called imprinting your spine. And you could sit here on a Sunday watching your football games, maybe not with your buddies over because they might make fun of you, but hey, tell them, you're working on your abs, and you just want to go into that pelvic tilt and then imprint and really work on contracting the core. I always say, think of your abdominals like a hand and make a fist. So you're squeezing and then you're releasing and then you're squeezing and you're releasing. And that's the first step in strengthening your core. It's very basic, but it is literally the foundation of core strength, in my opinion, and it really works. So from there you can go on to a million other exercises, but today we're going to just work on the roll-up, and I'm going to show you the weighted roll-up. So you take a weight in your hand, your legs are straight, and your arms are up, and you want to keep your arms as straight as you can and keep your arms over your head the whole time. So you exhale to roll up and reach the weight up, 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 sit up tall. Don't hyperextend, don't round your back, sit up tall. And then take an inhale up here and then exhale and roll. And you see I curve my back and I'm resisting the urge to just fall back and reach over your head. Now for some of you this might be very basic, but it's also a good idea to check your form. You can do this without weight too, and you might find that's actually a little more difficult. But try and keep the weight up here. So that's a weighted roll-up, and you can add on by lifting the leg as you come up. You can add on by twisting towards the leg, things like that, and add some function to and some challenges to your roll-up. Now, another exercise that you'll commonly see me do in class are leg drops, and this is one that's more challenging and for more advanced. So if you go to the full leg drop, you lower your legs down, reaching the weight over your head, and bring them back up. Now, you want to make sure you're not going any lower than you can support your back. So for some of you, it might be here, and just reach those arms over your head and up. Or you might want to do one leg at a time, things like that. So these are just basic things you could do to strengthen your core. If it's too much, you bend your knees, and you just kind of go like this. Now, one other one I want to show you is sort of a reverse crunch, and you can use your hands if you need to and put them under your butt if you need the support. I find that if you need the support, you probably shouldn't be doing the exercise, or you should be modifying. So I prefer that you don't, but I'm not the boss of you unless you're paying me to be the boss of you. Then I am. So anyway, you're going to take your legs and they're going to go from out above the ground here. Pull the knees to the chest and then reach them up. You'll see I lift my hips up, but it's not from momentum. I'm not swinging my legs, and I want you to go slow. And if this is too low, then start up here. Or, hold on, let me do this again so you can see. Up and back out. Do one leg at a time and then lift up. The most important thing is that you don't use momentum. So at the very least, there's the second modification. And the third modification would just be to go from here to here. And I'm still using that vacuum technique, the first thing that I showed you, pulling my belly in, and that's what's pulling my hips off the floor. I'm not doing any kind of momentum flying my legs around. So again, you would extend, pull the knees in, and lift up, and reach out. Okay, so the modifications would be straight leg, and then lift, or just keeping them bent. All of those use pulling the belly in, using your breath connection to your core. Now, for those of you who find these very basic and exercises that you already do, it's probably because you're in one of my classes, because we do them all the time, or you're just have been through your own exercise journey, and I applaud you for that. Just make sure that it's always good to check in with yourself and use proper form. So again, those are just a few toning and strengthening core exercises, but really for seeing some results in your belly, you want to watch what it depends on what goes in here, and working out the rest of your body as well. For more on that, check out my newsletter, my blogs, janaheath.com. See you soon.